Hello everyone and welcome to the Albert and Billy show. As I adjust this microphone for you, Papa, here on the radio. Here on WUAT radio and channel 18 BTC Fiber TV, or on the BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to get on there, folks, and like, comment, nice comments preferably, and subscribe. And I realize not everybody can. Some people can't get, signed back into their YouTube account. It can be aggravating, but if you can, we greatly appreciate it. And you can see all of our episodes on there, as well as all the original BTC Fiber shows on the YouTube channel. So get on there, check it out, folks. Papa, how you doing today on this? Well, it's pretty outside today.
It's humid, nice,
but it is beautiful out there. It's nice to see the sun out like that.
And every once in a while you see a leaf stir. That means the wind is blowing.
Yeah, that's good news because it's hot. I'm ready for fall.
Seasons are important, aren't they?
Yeah, but I feel like winter and summer last forever, and spring and fall literally fly by in 5 minutes. That's what it feels like.
Well, it's each one of them is dated.
Spring and fall, it just it feels so much better because it's just right.
Well,
winter, it gets too cold at some point, or rainy, or snowy, sleet, whatever the case may be. The summer anymore, it's either really, really hot outside, or it's pouring the rain. There's really no in between. It's one or the other.
But aren't you glad spring's fall is winter?
You dang right. Yeah, that'd be bad. Yeah, I wouldn't like it if fall did. So yeah, I look forward to that spring every year. I just wish spring and fall lasted longer, because it does feel better outside during those times. That's for
remember
sure.
I said a week or two ago that someone said, I think it was Lala, said that the thing about dawn is it happens too early in the day.
I know. I know. Feels good during that time. Yeah, it's very early. Well, Papa, now Mike Smith will be coming by later in the show for the sports, because he's going to be talking about they're honoring Johnny Boynton tonight. And
Emma tried to get me to come.
Oh, really? Well, good. I mean, it's I'm glad they're doing it for him. He definitely deserves it, that's for sure.
Yes.
And of course, the field is currently named after his old football coach. James T. Warden was Johnny's football coach.
Yes.
But yes, Johnny Boynton definitely deserves to have the stadium named after him, and that is going to take place
tonight.
Dedicating the field.
Dedicating the field, okay.
They're not taking away James T. Warden.
No, I didn't think they'd do that.
Stadium.
No. But yeah, I guess there's some people that might think that, though. Yeah, they're not. Yeah. James T. Warden ain't going nowhere. Don't think that, folks. I didn't think about people thinking that.
He had a full page spread on the front page.
Yeah, it was a very good article.
Very good article.
So yeah, it'd be the field for Johnny Boynton, and of course Coach Warden's name will still be on. I'm turning the phone off because there's always an idiot that calls. Hello everyone and welcome to the Albert and Billy show. As I adjust this microphone for you, Papa, here on the radio. Here on WUAT radio and channel 18 BTC Fiber TV, or on the BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to get on there, folks, and like, comment, nice comments preferably, and subscribe. And I realize not everybody can. Some people can't get signed back into their YouTube account. It can be aggravating, but if you can, we greatly appreciate it. And you can see all of our episodes on there, as well as all the original BTC Fiber shows on the YouTube channel. So get on there, check it out, folks. Papa, how you doing today on this? Well, it's pretty outside today. It's
humid, nice,
but it is beautiful out there. It's nice to see the sun out like that.
And every once in a while you see a leaf stir. That
know
means
it.
the wind is blowing.
Yeah, that's good news because it's hot. I'm ready for fall.
Seasons are important, aren't they?
Yeah, but I feel like winter and summer last forever, and spring and fall literally fly by in 5 minutes. That's what it feels like.
Well, it's each one of them is dated.
Mm-hmm. Spring and fall, it just it feels so much better because it's just right.
Well,
Winter, it gets too cold at some point, or rainy, or snowy, sleet, whatever the case may be. The summer, anymore, it's either really, really hot outside, or it's pouring rain. There's really no in between. It's one or the other.
but aren't you glad spring's fall is winter?
You dang right. Yeah. That'd be bad. Yeah, I wouldn't like it if fall did. So yeah, I look forward to that spring every year. Like I said, I just wish spring and fall lasted longer, because it does feel better outside during those times. That's
But
for
remember,
sure.
I said a week or two ago that someone said, I think it was Lala, said that the thing about dawn is it happens too early in the day.
I know. I know. Feels good during that time. Yeah, it's very early. Well, Papa, now Mike Smith will be coming by later in the show for the sports, because he's going to be talking about, they're doing, they're honoring Johnny Boynton tonight, and
Emma tried to get me to come.
I'm turning the phone off because there's always an idiot that calls. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Albert and Billy show, as I adjust this microphone for you, Papa, here on the radio. Here on WUAT radio and channel 18 BTC Fiber TV, or on the BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to get on there, folks, and like, comment, nice comments preferably, and subscribe. And I realize not everybody can. Some people can't get, signed back into their YouTube account. It can be aggravating, but if you can, we greatly appreciate it. And you can see all of our episodes on there, as well as all the original BTC Fiber shows on the YouTube channel. So get on there, check it out, folks. Papa, how you doing today on this? Well, it's pretty outside today. It's just humid,
nice.
but it is beautiful out there. It's nice to see the sun out like that.
And every once in a while you see a leaf stir. That means the wind is blowing.
Yeah, that's good news, because it's hot. I'm ready for fall.
Seasons are important, aren't they?
Yeah, but I feel like winter and summer last forever, and spring and fall literally fly by in 5 minutes. That's what it feels like.
Well, it's each one of them is dated.
Spring and fall, it just it feels so much better because it's just right.
Well,
Winter, it gets too cold at some point, or rainy, or snowy, sleet, whatever the case may be. The summer, anymore, it's either really, really hot outside, or it's pouring rain. There's really no in between. It's one or the other.
but aren't you glad spring's fall is winter?
You dang right. Yeah. That'd be bad. Yeah, I wouldn't like it if fall did. So yeah, I look forward to that spring every year. Like I said, I just wish spring and fall lasted longer, because it does feel better outside during those times. That's
But
for
remember,
sure.
I said a week or two ago that someone said, I think it was Lala, said that the thing about dawn is it happens too early in the day.
I know. I know. Feels good during that time. Yeah, it's very early. Well, Papa, now Mike Smith will be coming by later in the show for the sports, because he's going to be talking about, they're doing, they're honoring Johnny Boynton tonight, and
Emma tried to get me to come.
oh, really? Well, good. I mean, it's I'm glad they're doing it for him. He definitely deserves it. That's for sure.
Yes.
And of course, the field is currently named after his old football coach. James T. Warden was Johnny's football coach.
Yes.
But yes, Johnny Boynton definitely deserves to have the stadium named after him, and that is going to take place
Tonight.
Dedicating the field.
Dedicating the field, okay.
They're not taking away James T. Warden.
No, I didn't think they'd do that.
Stadium
no.
is-
But yeah, I guess there's some people that might think that though. Yeah, they're not. Yeah,
The
James T. Warden ain't going nowhere. Don't think that, folks. I didn't think about people thinking that.
He had a full page spread on the front page.
Yeah, it was a very good article.
Very good article.
So yeah, it'd be the field for Johnny Boynton, and of course Coach Warden's name will still be on the stadium. So yeah, I didn't even think I'd have to say that, but I guess there is some people that probably think that.
Coach Warden's name is on the field. Johnny Boynton's is going to be named on at the stadium when they're named after him.
Okay. Well, however which way, you know what I mean, though.
Well, it's
You get my
Neyland's.
point.
It's in Knoxville. It's Neyland Stadium, but it's Shields Watkins Field.
I never think about the name of the field there, though.
Shield
Ever.
Watkins. Shield Watkins.
They sure don't say it much, if ever.
I've heard it before.
What, one or
How
two
would I know
times?
it? How would I know it?
Well, you've had to hear it one or two times, maybe. They don't say it a lot.
No, they don't.
Of course not. I've never heard that. Say it again. What's it called?
Shields Watkins.
Shields Watkins Field. So I take it that was a great UT player at some point in time.
Well, or
Shields Watkins. What a
maybe
name.
they came up with the money to build
Oh,
the field.
Could be that. You're
You
right.
don't
Didn't think about that. Yeah, it could be a big donor or something. I didn't
There
think
you go.
about that. Well, we want to wish. Well, as I was getting to my point on the game, though, anyway, they're dedicating that to Johnny Boynton tonight, and we're playing our big rivalry game. The second straight year we're having to play our arch rival, the first game of the season, which is really, really stupid. But it's no fault of either school. It's the state doing it. But it's not a very popular decision at all. And I understand why they'd be upset about it. You don't want to play your arch rival the first game. That is dumb. It doesn't make sense why they're scheduling it like that. So hopefully that won't continue though after this year. Hopefully not. But anyway, that is the big game tonight, folks. Kickoff is at 7. But now they'll be honoring Johnny Boynton though. I believe that'll start at 6.
6, I believe.
Yeah. And if you don't make it to the game, you can listen to the game live here on WUAT. Mike and Bradley will have the call for you. I actually think they might be filming an episode of their show. Or Ethan, I think's what they said or something. Possibly, I don't know. he's shaking his head no, so I don't know. But anyway, you're familiar with them though because they have their new show here on BTC Fiber TV. And they're the ones that will be commentating tonight at the ball game. They do each week. And I've literally had people call me and say that they listen just to hear them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had a few people say that. It's funny.
They're a good mix.
Yeah. They got good chemistry. Well, let's see, Papa. We want to get to these birthdays because there's quite a few of them this week. That's for sure. We're going to go August 21st through the 27th, looks like here. So, happy birthday to the following people. And let's see. Which one? What is today, actually? This
23rd.
23rd is what I thought. So, we got a few today, but we got some before that. On the 21st, happy birthday to Chaza Everett. That's what Papa said. That's how you pronounce it. Chaza Everett. Cartwright, I guess. No, Chuck Cartwright, my bad. Chuck Cartwright. I know him. His was the 22nd yesterday. And so was Alan Lewis and Bennett Boynton and Conda Heisel. They all had birthdays yesterday. And Christy Burgess had a birthday yesterday. Dang, there's a lot on the 22nd. So happy birthday to Chuck, Alan, Bennett, Conda, and Christy. Today's birthdays, Kaylee McMillan, Happy birthday, Kaylee. Happy birthday to Lynn Deboard. Alice Dewey's has a birthday today, along with Kathy Boynton. Happy birthday, Kathy. Tomorrow, happy birthday to Emily Hankins. Elliot Baker. Sarah Hogan has a birthday on the 26th, and so does Roy Deboard Jr. And Brandon Smith. And then finally, 3 birthdays on the 27th. Happy birthday to Maddie Sutton, Tammy T. Sapp, and Jack Robertson. Good Lord, that was a mouthful. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, hang on, Papa. Had to get a drink real quick before I start these announcements. And we do have some announcements, as always, folks. I'm sure I have more of them. Don't I, Papa?
I've got 2 pages.
Oh, maybe not this time. We'll see. We'll see, folks. Tomorrow you can go to the Bargain Basement. That's at the Methodist Church right here on Main Street. It'll be from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. They'll have fall and winter clothing out at $1 a grocery bag. Many other new items will be available, and it'll be sponsored what's always sponsored actually by the United Methodist Women. And proceeds are used for missions. And it says clean, usable donations are always appreciated. So feel free to donate something clean and usable. I like that.
Makes sense.
I like that. It's funny. Okay. Monday, August 26th, Papa, we got a public notice for a Bledsoe County Commission meeting. It's a special session. So that'll be on this upcoming Monday, folks. The 26th will be at 7 p.m. at the Bledsoe County Courthouse. Wow. It's a special session, so that means that's not on the normal night, so it's got
I wonder what they're going to take up.
it gives it says public comment on agenda. I think the main thing, there's action authorizing the county attorney to file an injunction to stop human waste being spread in Bledsoe County.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, that will be okay. Sure, there'll be a lot at that one. So anyway, folks, you want to go to the special session meeting of the Bledsoe County Commission. Once again, that is it'll be this Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. right across the street at the courthouse. Fall Creek Falls, Papa, they're having their breakfast this weekend. Tomorrow, go out to the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department. Start your day out there, 7 to 10 a.m. They'll have biscuits, gravy, scrambled eggs, hash browns, pancakes, and waffles, Papa. Dang, can't beat that. Pancakes plus waffles with fruit toppings. Also, you can get bacon, sausage, country ham, or fried bologna, as Papa says. That always cracks me up. Fried bologna, or bologna. You got fresh fruit also. To drink, you can get orange juice, coffee, milk, and water. Remember, it's $10 a plate, but it's for a good cause. Remember, it's volunteer fire departments. Children 10 and under can eat for free, though. Proceeds do benefit the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department. That might be my last one, Papa. That'd be nice. I'm making sure, though, just in case. Yep, it's your turn, Papa. But that's it for me.
Well, I read this in the Bledsoe, but they want it repeated on here.
Okay.
The Pogba water system needs our customers' assistance.
Okay.
Due to the lack of rainfall and drought conditions, our wells
That
have
seems
reached
shocking to
the
me.
voluntary restriction level indicated on our drought management plan.
Wow.
We're asking our customers to stop all unnecessary use of water to
Right.
help us make it through this drought. Pogba Water System thanks you for your cooperation and understanding. Pogba Water Plant Manager Levon Brock signed this.
It's not the one lost. It's just go ahead and tell me. It's gonna drop.
ERA.
ERA,
That's right.
earned run average.
That's right. That's right.
Because
Well, then Lifeline got it right, so we'll count it.
back in antiquity, a preacher would
I
pitch
knew.
9 innings, but not so now.
No, you got people close it out a lot of times.
So they want to grade a pitcher by his effectiveness.
Okay.
That's how many earned runs he allows to come in across
Well,
the
that
plate.
makes sense then.
A time in history, way back, was referred to as the blank age. Give me the name. And this period, let me tell you, it was very cold.
The Ice Age.
Ice Age.
Thank you.
They
needed a
said
clue.
that animals got frozen in the ice packs.
Yeah.
Achilles, a mythical
Mythical.
character,
Yeah.
had the reputation of being almost perfect. He had one spot on his body where he was vulnerable. What one spot was
Heel.
Achilles? What?
Heel.
A heel. You knew
That's
something,
good.
buddy.
Well, I knew it was Achilles' heel, so I
Now, what
thought
period
that'd
in
be that.
history did the United States use the term speakeasy?
Speak easy. The United States used the term speakeasy.
What was a time in our history when the speakeasies were evident?
Is this clue a good clue or a really terrible one?
A speakeasy was a place where you could drink alcohol,
Oh.
even though it was not allowed.
Oh, because that'd be like in the 20s then?
Okay, what was the period of time called?
The Depression, maybe? I'm close saying it, but no. Dang it! Do you know? And I know this one too. What was it called in the 20s, Ethan? You remember? When you couldn't drink, but I can't remember.
Prohibition.
Yeah, Prohibition.
So they prohibited drinking. Prohibition.
There we go. Okay.
But
yeah.
the speakeasies had a reputation of being able to get a drink there.
Yeah, so they had loopholes around it, so to speak.
We had a past president named Reagan. Give me
Past
his
president.
nickname.
Ronald Reagan, his nickname? I don't know his nickname. I don't think I ever heard that.
Think of his first name.
Ronald, so is it Ronnie?
Ron or
Ron?
Ronnie.
Okay.
That was his nickname.
And he was an actor, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
In politics.
And every once in a while you see him on television.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, in Dayton, Tennessee, back in the 25, they had a trial. Scopes trial is what it was called.
Yeah, very famous trial.
What was the trial about?
Monkeys. I mean,
That's
the
what
monkey
they
had
called
made a big part, but it was about evolution being taught or something.
Science and religion.
Yeah, yeah.
A teacher named Scopes is the one
Yeah.
that taught that.
So that's why it's called Scopes
And he
trial.
was not allowed to teach that.
Right.
The two people that participated in it,
Mhm.
one was pro and one was con about being
Okay.
able to teach that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, which government agency, this is the last one, which government agency watches over pharmaceutical practices?
What's the first letter? I'm like,
F,
thank you.
federal,
Oh, crap! Well, this Lifeline, what's it called? I'm getting mad at this
Well,
now. You sure?
I think the first letter's F, FDA.
FDA.
Okay, I've heard
But
of
you
that.
said federal. Is it not Food and Drug Administration?
Yeah,
Food
it's
and Drug
that.
Administration.
Okay.
That's what threw me off. So we're gonna say we're gonna count that one.
Food and Drug Administration. You're right. Food
I'm
and
gonna
Drug
say I got an A on that at least. They were pretty tricky, but not too bad. Those were pretty good.
Thank
But
you,
I'm
sir.
gonna say we passed trivia flying colors by Georgie. All right, folks. Well, stick around. Coming up after the break, we'll have some sports of all sorts for you, of course, and we'll be talking about Johnny Boynton as well. That's tonight, and we'll have a little Albertology, of course, and as tradition, we always have to end it on some good jokes. So that's all coming up and more after the break. So stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, connecting the Sequatchie Valley to the world.
At Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter, we're committed to be better. Better prices, better vehicles, a better experience. Your Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter understands that you rely on us to provide you with the highest quality of used vehicles. With over 350 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, so what are you waiting for? Let us show you a better experience with the Jason Lewis Automotive family. Come visit us at Rankin Avenue here in Dunlap or on the web at dunlapsupercenter.com.
You need a bank that you can depend on. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, we have the most dependable staff that you will ever meet. Call in, you will not get an automated attendant, you'll get a person. But on the other side, we have all the technology that anyone would need, from apps to online banking to bill pay. So please come and grow with us as we're about to celebrate our 50th year. We are the only community bank you will ever need.
Support small business and shop DunlapMercantile.com.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and on the BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Remember, you can get on there and, well, be sure to get on there and subscribe, like, comment. Nice comments, obviously. You can see all the episodes of the Albert and Billy Show on the BTC Fiber YouTube channel, as well as one of our newest show on BTC Fiber. And one of the hosts is here with us now. He'll be talking some sports with us. Mike Smith of Mike and Bradley Sports Scene is here with us. And congratulations on y'all's show. It's doing really well. No kidding. It's doing really well.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad to see that.
You can say it's my fault actually that I sort of brought it up. So, yeah. So if you're going to blame anybody, you can point fingers at me.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. We try to basically give a show that for those who are sports minded, maybe not so much sports minded, but and we're there, of course, to give you the facts and to entertain you a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, very good.
Some people that don't. I know some people that don't give a crap about sports, but will listen to y'all on Friday nights. They tell me they listen to them just to
we're
listen
sort
to
of like
them.
the odd couple in a way.
I know. But it's a good chemistry in it, and it works. It's a hit.
Glad it does, and we thank everybody who's watching the show.
Yeah,
on it as well.
And speaking of being thankful, I'll quickly thank our sponsors, Papa, before we start with sports. So a big, huge thank you to the following people, businesses. Big thank you to Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Scotty's of Pottville, the offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Farm Bureau Insurance, it's Matt Massengale and his friendly staff down in South Pottville, right by Putnam Reed Funeral Home. They're about as South Pottville as you can get. We've said that before, haven't we?
Yes.
Also, Morgan Brothers. Check out their buffet, folks. It's good. And Morgan Brothers, also, you got the Potwell Family Restaurant. Get a waffle there. They're good. And the Bank Walker Brewery, which is open every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. If you haven't been to the Bank Walker Brewery, check it out. Great place. Really nice atmosphere. Nice place. Highly recommend it. Mill Dam Outdoor Adventures. That's Tim and Michelle Campbell. Nickel Row Antiques, of course, our closest neighbor. And you can find literally anything in Nickel Row Antiques. It's Lola's, and she's back open on Main Street. She's just a hop skipping away from us, ain't she, Papa? Yes. And Lee Station Baptist Church, thank you, as well as the Daily Stop. It's quilting time. They're on Cumberland Avenue. They're our neighbor too. They're in the Doc Smith part, right?
Yes.
But the loom part, like there's a huge part of the store that's going to be open sometime this year. I'm just going to say it like that because I don't really know when the target date is, but I know they've got to be close. Also, thank you to the Lucky Star, their sponsor, and Dexter's Barbershop. That's right. Thank you to all our sponsors. And all right, let's talk some sports, guys.
Absolutely. Tonight is the annual, the border rivalry, of course, which is the premier rivalry in the Sequatchie Valley, in Bledsoe County and Sequatchie County, and also to make it very special, probably the best Bledsoe County football player ever in the history of the sport is going to be honored tonight. That's John Alden Boynton. He is going to have the stadium named after him, and there will be a ceremony at 6:15 tonight.
Okay, it's at 6:15.
6:15 tonight. We're going to have the pregame at 6 o'clock, so hope stay tuned for that.
And it's going to be the game is televised on Channel 3.
I'm not sure whether it's going to be televised or not. They said game of the week, so it could be mean anything. From what Ethan just told me. So
okay,
but it'll be the prime focus of Channel 3 sports tonight as well. And of course, John will have some friends there, a lot of friends, a lot of old coaching.
They invited you, Papa.
And invited Albert.
Yeah,
they there, and I told him I'd save a parking space for him so he wouldn't have to walk too far.
That's right.
And of course, John will get a plaque from one of his former Tennessee players, Jerry Holloway, who will be the MC of that. And so there'll be a lot of people there, and maybe we'll get to talk to a few of them. And then, of course, at halftime, his friends and coaching associates will be standing in at the 50-yard line to honor the coach, and of course, he'd probably be an honorary captain. I would assume that would probably be also part of the deal on that. But John, of course, what can you say about John Boynton? Well, John Boynton, I have never heard anybody say anything bad about him. If it has, I haven't either. I don't remember. And but let me tell you something about John Boynton. If John Boynton said it was raining outside,
it's raining.
You didn't have to look out the window. That's how it was, because he was born here in Bledsoe County. He played football for Bledsoe County from 60 to 64. Was one of the first two players recruited by a young Doug Dickey to play at UT. He was being recruited by everybody. That's how big he was. The best.
I didn't realize that, Papa. Did you?
No.
I did not know
5 or 6.
Yeah, big schools.
Alabama, Bear Bryant, Auburn, Chuck Jordan, Johnny Bott, Ole Miss. He thought about going to play for Army, which is West Point. But his mother said, go to UT, and of course listened to his mama. Did. And glad he did. And so he was named all Tri-State, All-State, Honorable All-American High School. A rare feat for that. And he was named All-SEC. All-SEC, All-American second team. And
that's amazing.
25-6-2 as a starter for UT. Played in the Blue Bonnet and the Orange Bowls.
Okay.
They won an SEC title and a national championship.
I thought so. He won a national championship.
According to Lickenhouse, and that is an official national championship.
Did you know that?
And then he was recruited in the 7th round drafted in the 7th round by Miami.
They played for the Dolphins a couple years,
for 2 seasons, and then came back for whatever reasons he chose to come back. And he started at Campbell County, and then came down here to Bledsoe County, built the program up, got to the first playoff appearance ever for Bledsoe County.
Really?
Then he went to Ray County, first coach at Ray County, pulled them together, got them to a bowl.
Really?
Then he went into business here in town with Warriors Sporting Goods, which is now which is the food bank now.
That's a long-standing business.
With his old coach, James Steve Borden. Then he got back into the teaching business and started coaching again. Got to the playoffs.
I do remember some of that. His most recent stint is coaching.
I know Albert knows that he may be big, but he's fast.
He was quicker than I thought.
You told a story one time. You told me off the air this story. I want you to repeat it for everybody.
I was a monitor to our lunch for 7 years.
Yes,
one day, I saw Johnny Boynton sprint across the lunchroom. He was running, and he was going to the library. So I followed him, when I got inside the library, he was on top of a girl. Mrs. Pickett, the principal, was on top of the other girl.
That's funny.
They had every chair and every table in the library turned over.
They were fighting. It wasn't, so let's make that clear first.
I remember
the girls
this.
were fighting.
Oh yeah, big time.
There was hair everywhere all over the floor. So
They
Johnny
beat the crap out of each other.
looked at me and he thought I was going to step on one of the arms of the girls because even though they were crushed by Mrs. Pickett and by Johnny, still they wanted to reach each other and do some hurt.
Tell each other.
So
That's good.
Johnny said to Mr. Roberts, "Do not step on her." I had not thought about stepping on that girl. But anyway, those girls were best friends. But yet that day, whatever they got into it about,
Wow.
Johnny Boynton and Mrs. Pickett slowed them down.
I had a story that when Johnny Boynton was playing his days at UT, they got into a practice. They were doing practice, and he got into a fight with another player, and they were like going at each other. And John Boynton said something rather uncharacteristic. He said, "One of us is not going to come out alive."
Ooh.
and they had another player say, "Hey, cease and desist," and they stopped, hugged each other, and the whole team cheered because it wasn't something that Johnny Boynton often did. But that tells you what Johnny Boynton was about. He's
actually a very humble.
He's very humble
man. Very humble.
The thing about it is that
one
guy told me when he was in high school
Mm-hmm.
is that he was in the gym lifting 265-pound weights, and this guy was in his 60s.
Yeah.
Now, how do you guys like that? I asked him one time if he ever wanted to put that uniform back on and go back and play, and he said, "You bet I would."
I bet he would.
But Bledsoe County, Sequatchie County playing tonight. It'll be John Boynton night. John Boynton again, like I said, 6:15 p.m. They're gonna have the presentation, the unveiling of the stadium, John A. Boynton Stadium, James T. Worden Field. 5 o'clock today, they're gonna have a reception in the library for family and players and coaches and those who knew.
Really? That's at 5? You
That's
said?
at 5. That'll be a reception. That'll be a private reception.
Okay.
And then, of course, the public at 6:15, and then at the 50-yard line at halftime. And John Boynton will probably made an honorary cat. Last year he was over in Evansville when Ray County honored him for his achievements. So basically that's something that John, and the only reason that John agreed to go through this, he said no interviews. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get to speak, but maybe you might be able to get John and Emma here one day to do it.
We'll work on that because that goes back to he's a very humble man. He really is, and he doesn't really. You won't hear him talking about this stuff a lot because I guess he would say it probably makes him feel like he's bragging, even though he's not, and it's something to be very proud of. But that's just him, though. He's a very humble person, So I can totally see him not, wanting to be interviewed about it. But I hope he does change his mind.
This is his night.
And as it's
yeah.
And again, we'll have the broadcast at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Special broadcast at 6 p.m. for the 6:15 approximately, when they'll have the unveiling of the thing. He will get a plaque and a letter of recognition. I know that when he was drafted by the Miami Dolphins, that the city of Pikeville gave him a parade and the key to the city. I don't know if he still got the key or not, but he contributes much. I mean, he helped get the facility really started at Bledsoe County in 2006 when they had the jamboree down there. The restrooms and the improved restrooms and the concession stand. All those were John Boynton's work.
Yeah, but he won't take credit for it though.
You don't want him to take credit, but he's that type of person.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Albert hopefully will be there. He's invited to come down there. We'll save a space for Albert.
I know it.
So, but again,
you might can talk him into doing an interview, Papa.
Maybe you can do that, Albert. Maybe you can do that for me.
I know it.
Thank you very much.
We might get him on here at some point, Johnny. But
by the way, one thing we'll mention for the Chattanooga game next Saturday, which Tennessee will be playing in, will be this season. They're going to wear the smoky gray uniforms. So,
Okay.
and Florida game on October, they'll have checkerboard kneeling. So,
Oh, I can't.
so we're gonna let you know that.
Better win it too.
Yeah, they better win. That's all I can tell you.
And we play at UTC.
We play against the Mocs at Neyland.
Oh,
That'll be a late Saturday morning kickoff. No time on the Florida game. No time yet on the Florida game.
Massacre.
But it should be interesting.
Yeah.
It should be very, very interesting. Again.
Well, have you gotten sports?
All right, Billy. I'm gonna get on out of here, and I'm gonna let Albert go with his segment.
All right.
Again, I want to thank you for letting me on here.
Oh, no problem, Mike.
Tonight, Bledsoe County and Sequatchie County, the border rivalry, the Chief Rooney Trophy.
Yeah,
and it's John Boyd tonight, and I'm sure those players are going to want to win one.
That's right.
For, as they say,
that'll motivate
the Gibbers, so to speak.
That'll give them extra motivation.
Extra motivation. So I'll see you. Billy, I'll see you tonight.
See you at 6.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Bye, Albert. Ciao. Have a good day.
Thank you, Mike. And yeah, be sure to tune into that, folks. If you don't make it to the game, be sure to listen to it live here on WAT. Mike and Bradley will have the call for you. That will be an interesting night.
It'll be worth listening to.
Yeah, it really will be. Yeah. I'm sure there'll be a really good crowd for this.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
Along with sports, the 33rd Olympiad is history.
Yes.
It's gone.
Yes.
But the next Olympiad will be in California, LA.
Oh, back in the U.S. All right.
They had one in 84. And
oh, yeah.
That was when Carl Lewis brought
was that? Okay. Well, he was very famous.
He still is.
Yeah, he was a very good athlete.
So that's going to happen in 2028. That will be the next Olympics.
So I guess the last time, this will be the first time since '96 that's in the U.S. I guess, because that's the last time I remember being. It was in Atlanta in '96.
Yeah, it was in Atlanta. Okay. Georgia, Texas, and Alabama are SEC teams. They're in the top 5. 3 out of the top 5 is out of the SEC.
Not surprised though. I'm really not.
We've got 9 in the top 25.
That's amazing. But once again, I'm not surprised. They're extra. The SEC is always loaded. This year they are extra loaded like never before.
Well, like I say,
you bring in those 2 teams.
Georgia's number 1 ranked preseason.
Yeah.
Texas is number 3.
Wow. Well, let's hope Tennessee will be in there at the end of the season. That's what really matters.
They're currently number 15.
15. Okay.
Okay. This week on television, I saw 2 different commentators give their opinion as to the 3 best basketball players in history. So these are
their answers?
These are the 2 answers.
Okay, it's 2 answers. Okay.
Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant was number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 was Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird.
I tend to agree with that pick better. Yep.
But anyway, we'll have to wait and see which one.
Well, yeah, that's just it. There's people, it's in the eye of the beholder, and you can't compare all of it. It's too hard to compare it all because they're from different generations. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they contribute in different ways.
But
Larry Bird is a bit. I mean, I'm not saying that nobody's the greatest of all time, but I'm saying as in shooter, nobody shoots the ball better than Larry Bird. He had the purest shot that there was. From the corner. Yeah. So they were strong in different
I've been watching the Little League World Series.
You have?
I've been watching it. There is a girl, Emma Bixford, Gainsford. She is the 8th girl that was in the World Series, Little League, pitching.
No way. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's the 8th. Really?
She was the 8th girl.
Wow.
To pitch for the Little League World Series.
I did not. That's crazy.
Okay.
Is her team winning? Is her team doing good? They must be doing pretty good.
James Edward Humble brought me a book, and it's about the 91 Dodgers.
Really?
Yes.
What's
and
special about the 91 Dodgers?
I do not know what's special about them, but I love this book.
That's funny.
I have really enjoyed it. But anyway, President Reagan made a speech about the Dodgers in 91. He said, all the world loves a winner. And he said about the Dodgers, I'm sure the great Dodger in the sky is pleased by how you guys played.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's,
I like that.
Phil Donahue died during the week.
I know, I saw that.
His wife was Marlo Thomas. Marlo Thomas.
Oh,
I did not
don't
know that.
If I knew that.
Caitlin Clark was recognized this week as being the top assist producer.
Yeah,
for a rookie. She's so far this year, and the year's not up.
No.
She's given out 252 assists. That's an average of 8.3 assists per game.
Wow.
And all those
That's
assists,
staggering.
all those assists resulted in a score.
Yeah, that's true. So she's not just scoring; she's setting other people up to score too.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not everybody can do that.
This is another thing I got out of that book James Avery gave me.
But now the reason I asked, like, you said it's from the year 1991 Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Were they really good that year or something?
They were being good every year for me. Since 47.
Right. But apparently, I mean, for them to write a book about that year, I'm assuming, they must
must have been special.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, he says that Tommy Lasorda, when he was the manager, he was the closest thing to an ambassador that baseball had.
Okay.
He was not officially voted as the top man for the position.
The manager? He was for a long time.
But he said Tommy Lasorda, in his role as manager of the Dodgers, was the best candidate for a goodwill ambassador for baseball.
Oh, okay. That's a compliment then. Yeah.
And Aaron Judge yesterday got his number 48 home run.
Oh, okay.
Just think, he's still got the rest of this month and all of next month to add to that 48. So how many is he going to add up with?
Well, there's no telling really. He's done broke the record or something, right? Or whatever.
No, he's
not. Or did we talk about that?
No.
No?
The record is 61.
Oh, okay. Well, he's really close then.
He's close.
Okay, so he can do it then, Papa.
We'll have to wait and see.
Wow. That's painfully close. Like, that'd be a bummer if he didn't.
That's all. That's all I have in sports.
Well, all right, Albert, talk to me here. Give us some Albertology and jokes, Papa.
Okay, I'll give you some Albertology.
All right.
There is a principle in effect that's called the Peter Principle. This man came up with this idea, and it was in 1969 when he came up with this.
What's his name?
His name is Lawrence J. Peter.
Okay.
And this is what he says. This is the principle. Every employee rises to the level of his incompetence. So that's the attitude that he has.
Wow.
In everything he says.
Dang.
So this is what Peter gives as his principle for these following statements. A man convinced against his will is not convinced.
You're right. I mean, that is true.
Equal opportunity means everyone will have a fair chance at being incompetent.
Right.
Democracy is a process by which people are free to choose the man who will get the blame.
That's a good one.
Fortune knocks but once, But misfortune has much more patience.
Isn't that the truth?
Television has changed the American child from an irresistible force into an immovable object.
Immovable object, ain't that
Immovable
the truth?
object.
Yeah, sometimes we'll do that. You got that right.
The man who says he is willing to meet you halfway is usually a poor judge of distance.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There are two kinds of failures: those who thought and never did,
Yeah.
and those who did and never thought.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
The trouble with resisting temptation is that you may not get another chance.
I know. It's not that easy to resist, is it?
A pessimist is someone who looks both ways on a one-way street.
I guess so. Wow, that's pretty. That's
Let me
Good
tell
way
you,
to describe
this is true.
what is
When locomotives were first introduced into Egypt
Mhm.
in the 19th century,
Yeah.
wood and coal were scarce.
Okay.
So what did they use for fuel?
Yeah. What
The
did they
one
use?
thing they had plenty of: human mummies,
No way.
and they had millions of them.
What? That's crazy, and that's true. Wow.
This is
I did
a,
not think that was going. I didn't think that would be what you said.
this is a famous forgotten female.
Okay.
Diane Crump was the first woman to ride in the Kentucky Derby in 1970.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Let me tell you just a few more, then I'll lose some jokes.
Okay. Yeah, they don't jokes.
In the TV series The Flintstones,
Yep.
what is the name of the lead character?
Well, Fred Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone.
That's a classic right there now.
How do you refer to a visitor from another planet?
An alien?
Alien.
Yeah.
In responding to a superior officer on board a ship, what does a sailor say in 3 words?
I feel like I'm doing trivia again. What the heck?
Aye, sir.
Dang it. Yep, I knew that.
The name Lazy Bones was the way the first remote control was referred to.
Yeah, that's a pretty good description for it.
The TV show Wheel of Fortune,
Mm-hmm.
the original name was Shopper's Bazaar.
Shopper's Bazaar. They were going to call it Shopper's Bazaar.
Yeah.
That's not a Wheel of Fortune does sound a lot more.
Do you remember Alex
better.
Trebek from Jeopardy?
Oh yeah, yeah.
His first name?
What?
George.
No way.
In 1946, we welcomed soap operas.
Oh really? That's
You know
when
why they were called soap operas?
No.
Most of their sponsors were soap companies.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. I've often wondered that, I remember thinking that before, like, why do they call them that? Wow, that makes sense.
In 1994,
Mm-hmm.
99% of the citizens in the United States had a TV.
Wow. Yeah, I guess so.
I don't
See
remember
that?
what year we bought one.
That was 1994, you said?
94.
Oh, yeah. Well, you definitely had one then.
You did not have a TV show in color until 1968.
Really?
68.
That's when okay.
That's 56 years ago.
I really thought it was longer than that. So, okay.
The TV show that's been around the longest is The Tonight Show.
Oh, really?
It came.
No telling how long then.
It came to us in 1954.
Oh, wow. I don't even know who hosted now. You?
No, I do not know.
Johnny Carson's the original, isn't he?
I think it would be.
Yeah.
The moon landing that happened in 1969 had 600 million people watching it.
I'm sure. I would believe that.
Okay.
That's crazy amount. That's a Huge ratings there.
I've got some more of La La, and I'll quit. Just two.
Okay.
A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song to sing.
Okay.
If
Makes
a
sense.
woman speaks and no one is listening, chances are that woman is a mom.
Yeah, ooh, that's a good one. Hey, buddy, yeah.
Okay.
Those were pretty interesting there, Papa.
Okay, I'm ready for some jokes now.
Tell us some jokes.
During a shopping trip to a department store, I
Right.
was looking around for a salesperson so I could pay for my purchase.
Right.
Finally, I ran into a woman that had on a store's ID tag. And I said, "Excuse me, I'm trying to locate a cashier." "I can help you," the woman said. "I work in customer service." And she walked away.
What the heck?
We Uber drivers.
Was that maybe a true joke?
Yes.
Okay, so that really happened.
Serena Hertz
Wow.
is the one that submitted that.
Wow.
We Uber drivers never know whom we're going to end up with as a passenger.
True.
One day I was driving over a new bridge, the design of which was very confusing.
Oh, no.
Completely confounded, I said to myself out loud, "I'd love to meet the genius who designed this mess." With that, my passenger tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Well, today is your lucky day. My name is Mike. I'm the genius who designed this bridge." And surprisingly, he gave me a tip.
Wow. Wow.
Following the
That's funny.
announcement of an aggressive cost-cutting program at my company, each employee was encouraged to recommend ways to save money. A couple of days later, I stepped into an elevator where a large poster was hanging to remind workers of the upcoming blood drive. Underneath, the huge words said, "Give blood." Someone had scribbled, "I knew it would come to this." My father still keeps the first dollar he ever made, and the police
Wow.
still keep the machine he made it with.
That's the best one so far.
My
Wow.
affluent neighbor was startled when her 14-year-old son announced that he wanted to become a garbage collector.
Yeah.
"I'll never get used to that boy," she moaned. When I asked her why he should want to be a garbage collector, she said, "Well, he thinks they only work on Tuesdays."
That makes more sense there.
Okay.
Two more. Papa.
George Burns said this.
I remember him.
You remember?
I always had that cigar.
"Don't stay in bed unless you can make more money in bed." Dolly Parton said this. "A peacock that rests on his feathers is just another turkey."
That's wow. That's so true. Well, tell one more.
Dolly,
I
let me
love
tell
Dolly
you,
Parton.
every time she opens her mouth, somebody listens.
That's true. That's true.
One morning, my wife asked our 4-year-old son, Judd, what he wanted for breakfast. "Soup," he said. "Son, we don't eat soup
No.
for breakfast. We eat
Forget
soup for
that.
lunch."
Yeah.
"So what would you like for breakfast?" "Lunch," he said. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good comeback. That really is. That's pretty good, Papa. Well, those were good, but the true ones were good too. A couple of them wasn't even jokes, but they were funny. But
But
some
it
was
was crazy.
crazy.
It happens that way.
I know. Wow. Well, folks, thanks for joining us today. And as we said earlier, if you want to listen to the Bledsoe-Sequatchie County football game tonight, if you don't make it to the game, you can listen live here on WUAT. Kickoff is at 7, but Mike and Bradley will have the call starting at 6:15 because of the Johnny Boynton presentation, them honor Johnny Boynton. So, they'll be talking about that. So big night here.
Johnny is
for the football team.
He's knocking on 80.
Yeah.
I say he's probably 79 or 80 years old.
I think so. You can't tell it though. Still active, and I'm glad they're doing that for him though. Like when I saw that in the paper, I thought, he deserves that. He really does.
I'm glad the local paper gave him front page coverage.
Yeah, me too. He deserved that.
He deserves it.
Absolutely. Well, so. But as I was saying, if you don't make it to it, you can listen here to Mike and Bradley. That's at 6:15. That's when it'll be. But anyway, thanks for joining us today. We will see you guys next time. Until then, folks, you have a great week and stay safe, folks. We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Hey, folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.